So, I have this group of friends that I always refer to as the team. This sort of started because my friend Tom Brand, I don't know where he picked this up, but he started saying, "Hey team," whenever he would talk to people. And I found it really funny at first, and I kind of maybe made fun of him for it a little bit. But eventually I started saying it too because it was just so, I don't know, funny. And gradually, kind of everybody in our IRC channel started saying it, and you know who the regulars are because they refer to each other as team, and they come in and they're like, "Hey team," etc. So yeah, of course it started off as a joke, but I realized gradually that it was the perfect way to express how I felt about these people. Now, we all have friends, family, and acquaintances, right? Like, obviously there's your family that you're stuck with whether you like them or not. Luckily for me, I adore my family. They're wonderful people. Then you have your friends that are, I guess, people you're particularly close to. And I don't know, I've always had trouble with the idea of friends because I think people expect to love everything about their friends. And there are a lot of people that I like a lot that I think are pretty cool, but I don't like to spend that much time with them because I'm just not 100% comfortable with them. And maybe that's just me, maybe I'm weird, whatever. But then there's your team. We're not going to talk about acquaintances. Then there's your team, right? And these are the people that you really, really connect with, and you don't necessarily agree with everything that they think, and you probably don't like all of their habits, but you know what to expect from them, and you know you can count on them. So, to give you an example, or a few examples, and I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable by saying this, so I'm going to make it kind of generic. But, so in my team, right, obviously I have my parents, that, again, I'm really lucky that I adore my parents and we get along and they're extremely supportive. And my dad and I used to fight like crazy, okay? We would scream and it was really intense. Basically, it comes down to the fact that I'm almost exactly like him, which I now appreciate, but at the time I didn't. But one thing that my dad did that I really, really appreciate now is every time we fought, at the end of it, he would say, "Look, kids don't come with instruction books. Parents don't always know the right thing to do. I'm doing my best. And I love you." And I'm sure he said other things, but that was what stuck with me, was that I understood he was working hard to do right, even though he was imperfect. And that idea applies to the people that I consider my team. These are people who may have things I don't like, you know, maybe somebody's a little dramatic, or maybe somebody else tends to forget to censor himself, or maybe somebody else has a certain tone of voice that bothers me. But despite those very minor flaws, what I really know from these people is that I can trust them, and they will meet me halfway, and I don't have to be perfect for them. Realizing that about other people has allowed me to get closer to certain people and to, I think, make better choices about the people that I want to have in my life, because there's a noticeable difference between those who will meet you halfway, those who will admit to being imperfect, and those who won't. And I don't know, I just think that everybody needs a team. I think everybody needs people like this who they can trust, and I guess what I want people to take from this video is that if you can accept that other people will not be perfect, it makes it easier to accept that you will not be perfect. And it makes it easier to meet them halfway and to offer your support and love in response to theirs. And I think when you have that with people, it's really great. It really just makes life better. And I don't call them, I mean, I call them my friends, I do, but I think of them as my team. So, thanks team. Love you guys. Bye.